Okay, we're talking today about how to create abundance in your life. I have 7 easy steps. How is it we can do some amazing and sometimes unexplainable things, like heal our own bodies by the power of our thought? Mother's intuition, the law of attraction. Can we really tap into our subconscious mind? Can we really create our own realities? It begs the question, are we novice gods? Would you like abundance in your life? How much money do you have to have an abundant life? If you're like me, I used to think it was all about the money, and I used to focus on that. And actually what I used to focus on was the fact that I didn't have enough. You know, that I didn't feel satisfied, I didn't feel happy, I didn't feel joyous. And I was sure it was because I didn't have enough money. And so what I was focused on all the time was how much I didn't have. So today we're going to talk a little bit about abundance, what it is, and how to create abundance in your life. Let me tell you a story, actually, and this is an embarrassing story. Years ago, it was around Christmas time, I had a job. I was working for this company. I had been working for them for maybe 4 years and was pretty deeply entrenched there. But boy, I was just so focused on the fact that I didn't have enough money. I was looking at what I didn't have and just so obsessed with that, and it affected us. You know, it seemed like every 2 weeks when I'd get my paycheck, you know, it was immediately squandered away on food and heat and important things like that. We weren't living extravagantly. I mean, it was every 2 weeks we were, you know, just trying to keep things going. And I was so frustrated because I wasn't making enough money. And I was so obsessed and focused on that. Well, the way that I felt and the way that this created bad things around me. And I remember just being so embarrassed about this, that around Christmas time, another family looked at us and they said, those are some people in need. And so they sort of sub for Santa us. You know, it wasn't a sub for Santa, but it was kind of a 12 days of Christmas. And each, you know, for 12 days before Christmas, they brought gifts for my kids. And I was so embarrassed. You know, I wasn't in a willing to receive the abundance of the universe at that time kind of stuff. I was feeling like this reflects on me, that I'm not a good provider, and it made me spiral down. It was a horrible thing. But you know what? Years later, when I became an entrepreneur, I made way less than I did then. And for some reason, we weren't living every 2 weeks to 2 weeks, you know, paycheck to paycheck, and immediately having it go out on all our bills. I don't know what the difference was in how the bills worked, but I know that we had a different mindset. We had an abundance mindset, and I got out of the scarcity mindset and was able to really truly live. So I'm going to share with you 7 steps to having an abundance mindset so that you can change from that scarcity, that obsession over what you feel that you're lacking or missing in life. Yesterday I spent an hour picking apples, and I picked an entire, what is this, carton? What would you call this? Case? Huge thing full of apples. There is enough and to spare. And if you look at my tree, it feels like I didn't even do anything because there is so much there. Nature teaches us scarcity isn't a real thing. Scarcity is this terrible mindset that cripples us and makes us become hollow and a small version of ourselves. Abundance is wonderful. It opens us up to just all of the beauties and the resources that the universe has for us. There is enough and to spare. There's enough in this universe that you can have whatever you want. Start out with an abundant mindset. So step number 1, look at nature. Step 2 is watch your words. Watch what you talk about, what you focus on, because your words will reveal what you're truly thinking and believing. And if you're believing in scarcity, if you're focusing on what you don't have, on your lack, on what's missing, it's kind of like looking at a donut and just focusing on the whole. If you are focused on the whole, you are missing the abundance around you. So watch your words. Pay attention to what you're saying, because it reveals what you're thinking. So when I was having that horrible scarcity time with my job and in our life, I recognize that whenever we went anywhere, we seem to always tell people we can't afford stuff. We can't do this, we can't do that. And we were so focused on that it came out in our words and our conversations all the time. And so anyway, that's kind of an example. Figure out, what are you talking about? What do you share with others? What do you say to yourself? And that will reveal kind of where you're thinking. Now, if you really want to find out what you truly believe, think about something that you want, and then pay attention to the thought that comes after. Why is it that you can't have that right now? You know, what are your reasons, your explanations? Oh, I can't have that because. That shows what your true belief system is. So if you use that as kind of an example to figure out where you are in your belief system, what you want to do is you want to change your beliefs so that you are focused on abundance, so that you are focused on this belief that you have all that you need within you right now, and that all of the abundance that you could possibly need is around you and available to you. As you focus on what your current belief system is, and then figure out how to change that in a way that is constructive and attractive to bring more abundance in your life, you can bring it. Step number 4 is track your progress. Whatever you want to improve, if you track it, it improves at a much faster rate. So if and kind of think about, if I were to ask you, how's your bank account? Are you embarrassed to talk about it? Is it something that is icky to you? Are you proud of it? I know one woman who every Monday morning when she gets up, she looks at her bank account and she says a prayer and rejoices in the abundance that she has. She uses that as an opportunity to fuel her gratitude and to show that she is happy about what she has already received. She doesn't focus on her lack, she focuses on her abundance. Which brings me to the next step, and that is practice gratitude. Gratitude is actually a skill, and it is probably one of the most important skills you will ever learn or need or use in life. When you are focused on the abundance that you have, you will find that you are open to more, that you can receive more. But it starts out by being appreciative of what you have right now. Now, I do want to explain just a little bit about what gratitude is. Gratitude is not thankfulness. Gratitude is this deep connection feeling. It is the feeling, what do they say? Gratitude is recognizing you are the recipient of deliberate kindness. So gratitude is this connection between you and someone else, between you and God and the universe, between you and another person or entity that has shown you great kindness. And when you appreciate that and are grateful for that love and that connection, it opens the doors for much more abundance in your life. Next up, practice skills. Now, gratitude is a skill, and you can get better at it and better at it. But there are other skills that you can do that will help you so that not only can you attract abundance by your thoughts, but you can attract them by just your reasonable ability to do great work, to do things that will bring in, whether you're looking for abundance of friendships, abundance of relationships, abundance of money, abundance of opportunities, abundance of education, all of those can come through practicing skills related to it. And that just goes without much, it makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, it goes without saying, but often common sense is not common practice. So think about the kinds of skills that you can up your game and up your ability to receive abundance. And that brings us to the final step, step number 7, and that is be willing to receive. Now you may think, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Of course I'm willing to receive abundance. Is that really true? I think about when people compliment other people. Have you noticed how often they kind of push off the compliment? They're almost embarrassed to receive this compliment. They're like, oh, they'll say, oh, your dress looks wonderful today. Oh, this old thing, I'm embarrassed about it. Or your hair looks wonderful today. Oh, I kind of felt like, oh. Or else, if it's a personal comment about them, oh, you always make me feel so good. And oh, you're just trying to butter me up. So often we diffuse or push away these compliments. You know, we do the same thing in so many other areas of our lives where we can receive abundance, where we have the opportunity to, but a lot of times we're not focused on that. So there you have it, 7 easy steps to attract greater abundance in your life. Now, I want you to start off right now by attracting more. So in the comments below, I want you to write 5 things that you feel you have an abundance of. It can be an abundance of time, it could be an abundance of opportunity, an abundance of friends, it could be an abundance of problems that you get to learn to overcome. Whatever it is, I want you to write 5 things that as you focus on, you truly do have an abundance of. Are you looking to make the world a better place? Visit me at scottwilhite.com and sign up to become an Impact Insider. I'll keep you updated on the topics and ideas that may help you become your best, true, full self.